We have our two guests, Professor Aurelio Somà and Engineer Damiano De Checchi. We'll talk about the company Antonio Carraro, presenting nice technical novelties here at EIMA. There are exciting novelties. Who's going to start? Damiano? Yes, I'll make a short intro. Our company, Antonio Carraro, was established in 1910. We've always innovated. We have innovative products in the field of specialized agriculture for vineyards and orchards. We have developed isodiametric machines with special engines. In the last year, we have won a European tender within the LIFE project for developing two demo prototypes with electrification content to go in the direction of greater ecology. More details about this novelty? Yes, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm a teacher at the Polytechnic of Turin. I teach designing and manufacturing of machines. I'm the founder of the Ecotea startup. We started out with the idea of implementing technology transfer in farming and construction for electrification devices for energy saving purposes. This theme is particularly up to date in this historical time where these solutions are being considered. It's especially integration and it's an evolution rather than a revolution, and this is clearly seen through this project in cooperation with Antonio Carraro. Well, we start out from a well-established technology that Engineer De Checchi was referring to, and we work with them in order to add the electric technologies, retaining certain aspects which are important. For example, the ergonomics, the size, and the architecture of the tractor should not be disrupted. The prototype, which is shown at EIMA 2022 at the booth of Antonio Carraro, shows that the hybrid tractor is exactly the same as a conventional one, because the idea was evolution, so revolution through evolution. Well, the concept of having a tractor which looks exactly as a conventional tractor is not to be underestimated. Yes, you have hit a very important point. As a company, like other companies as well, we have promoted a campaign so as to have a derogation for the inapplicability of the stage 5 motors in our tractors, because these machines, these tractors would have become very different. They have very delicate balance in terms of weight and dimensions, and then there were also problems because of the rows in the vineyards. Yes, a compact isometric tractor has to fit within certain dimensions. For example, in certain conditions we cannot exceed 1 meter. There is a need to have a certain installed power, which is 100 HP, so as to have implements that perform effective operations on the field. Now, Professor, the hybrid tractor, the hybrid car, I'm thinking of the hybrid car. What type of acceptance can these tractors have? Well, we talk about electrification. Well, it may be challenging to change a tractor into a fully electric vehicle, but because of the operations, of the daily operations of tractors, hybrid solutions seem to be the most promising in this particular moment in history. We have to balance well the electric part with the engine in order to exploit the potentials as much as possible. So the diesel engine has to stay below certain power values to stick with the regulations, and then we have to exploit the electric part and the battery pack, which is quite reduced, to be able to exploit the torque and power demands in certain phases of the operations. The control system is currently a CAN bus completely, both in terms of the electric motor and the diesel engine, and management of batteries is such that very low skills are required for driving such a tractor in a smooth way. The control of the vehicle will be easy, and it will not be particularly challenging. Engineer, Antonio Carraro is an international company. What are the aims of this project? The aims of this project are, well, first of all, it's a demo project. We will compare the electrification solution with the conventional combustion engine so as to save fuel and, pollute less. Our goal is to have 30% less emissions with this fully electric motor. At the end of the project, we intend to industrialize these products so that within 5 years we can replace most of the fleet of tractors in use. We expect that in the next 8 years we will reach up to 45% fuel saving and reduction in emissions. It will be a great result, sure. Yes, and it's in the direction that the European Union wants us to go. I'd like to tell you something, Professor. Are there other projects at the Turin Polytechnic? Because I'm also from that area. As you can well imagine, the Polytechnic of Turin is very active within the environmental tradition. Apart from hybrid and electrically driven vehicles, there is great attention towards hydrogen technology. This is another important piece of the puzzle which will have important implications for agriculture. Perhaps at the next EIMA, Antonio Carraro will come with a hydrogen-fueled tractor. Well, who knows? There are no barriers. Today, the limitations imposed by the European Union lead us to explore new ways, new technologies. We don't rule out anything, so the hydrogen-based technology also has great potentials. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.